Hi friends, it's Christina TNT, and today I am gonna be rendering some pig fat into lard. I've never done it, it's my first time. I'm gonna give it a try. Lots of research I did said it was easy. It's mid-March and yesterday it was 60 degrees out, and I had every intention to work out with the goats today, get them ready for kidding season, trim their hooves and everything. But then today it's like in the 40s and cold, and I don't really feel like being outside. So I'm gonna do this instead. I got everything just about prepped. This is from our pigs that we harvested last fall. There's Kale. And so we're gonna cut this up, put it in the pot, and again, I've never done this. It's new, so we'll see how it goes. I would have thawed this out before having to cut it up because my hands are getting tired. Okay, so as I'm getting it cut up, this is just unreal. The pigs that we raised, so this has been in the freezer. That's one of the reasons it's taking me a little bit longer to cut it up. I asked the butcher for only 6 pounds of fat to render, but I'm pretty sure he gave me quite a bit more than that. There's this bowl and some more left out in the freezer there, but just look how thick that layer of fat is. The breed that we got, the Coonies, is something we probably won't ever run again. They're a higher fat breed, and unfortunately our butcher date got pushed out 4 extra weeks, so we were a little behind schedule. The end of last year, it just the butchers and the slaughterhouse got booked up a little far behind. So that's something I want to learn how to do on my own this year when we run our next pigs, and of course as we process our goats as well. I'd like to figure out how to do that on my own. But Coonies, super fatty pigs, and the timing too was pretty important. So I'm cutting these a little bit smaller than a lot of the people did on the other videos, just because it is so thick. And I've got it in the stock pot here. It says just to cook it on low until it melts down. I put a cup of water in there to keep it from scalding, and then as it boils and simmers, it should cook down and evaporate out the rest of that water. Take a break, feed the goats. Oh, they hear me. Are you guys hungry? Is it time for dinner? It's funny how they line up in the same spot, in the same row, not row, same order every time. Juniper, aspen, willow. What do you want? They just want something too. At least they don't forget about me. And me, and me, and me. I got most of it cut up. Still have a couple pounds left, but I might actually leave that for my friend or mother-in-law to render down on their own because I'm running out of room, and this was actually not supposed to be all for me. So I'm gonna reach out to them and see what they want to do. All right, it's been about 2.5 hours since we got started. It's melted down quite a bit. I took some of the larger chunks, cut them smaller to melt them faster, and part of the reason too is it was still frozen, so it's probably taking longer than it normally would. And then of course my friend, I called and talked to her, Melissa, and she said she just puts hers in a crock pot and leaves it for the day, stirs it occasionally. Not sure why I didn't think of that, but I'm using the stock pot on the stove, and it works. Okay, I finished it up last night, got 4 jars. I ran late, I got started late, so this, by 9:30 last night, I got tired and I wanted to go to bed. So I didn't finish it, I didn't do the cracklings. I probably could have gotten more, but at this rate, I just was happy with what I got. And one thing I do notice is that it's a little bit soft still in the middle, so I probably need to put that in the fridge. And I didn't think about it, but I probably should have sealed these with lids and rings as they were warm so that they were sealed, but I didn't. So now I'm using these lids, and I'll probably store them in the freezer and just keep the one in the fridge that I'm using at the time. I think next time I might even do it into more of a cookie sheet so that I can cut it into blocks and have smaller sections. This might not be the easiest to get out of the jar when I need it, depending on how cold it is. So, lot to learn. It's a work in progress. I'm really happy with the color, and there's no smell. So I think overall it was a success. That's what I have left over. Overall, like I said, I'm really happy with the process. It was a fun experience. I'm really glad that I saved and had the butcher save some of that fat from the pigs so that I could give this a try. Originally, I only saved the fat to give to some friends and and family so that they could use it, because they said that they use it often and really enjoy baking with it. I'm not a big baker. I have in the last year been baking a lot more, and then learning the other uses for it, such as soap making. I have a friend who makes soap for us using goat's milk, and once we start milking our goats, I'll be able to provide her with some of the materials and maybe get a better deal. Friends, thanks for watching. Before we go, I wanted to share just a few videos of our fun little pig experience. We really enjoyed having them. They were a part of the family, and now they will continue to provide for our family over and over, and a lot of learning experience. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of our videos.